Alright, hello, this is Onime, and today we're going to be talking about Soul Eater and some of my favorite things about the show. I'm drawing maka, as you can see, so I'll be drawing this in the background as I'm discussing the show. Some of my favorite things about the show. The first thing that comes to mind is the art style, because the art style is very different. I think throughout all the anime that came out during that time, this one was different because the aesthetic, the Halloween aesthetic that it brought with the dark themes and color made the show beautiful to look at, even the background. And I think I read somewhere that they were actually inspired by Tim Burton. Well, that was one of the inspirations in this anime, but it is evident because we can see that as we watch it. The backgrounds, the very Halloween vibe that the show had was one of my favorite things about it. Another thing is the concept of weapon and meister. The fact that somebody could turn into a weapon, and then you got the other person, they're able to wield this weapon, and then they're able to resonate while they're doing this. This is a cool concept, and I think the show executed it very well in terms of introduction. Another thing I appreciated was the animation and how it's so fluent and flexible. The way the characters move in this show is very beautiful at times. There are plenty of scenes where I can tell the budget went to those scenes because there's a lot of scenes. One example being the first episode. The fight scene that was in the first episode, that is what really hooked me on the show, mainly because when I watched the first episode, it was Maka versus Jack the Ripper, and the way that Maka wielded her scythe fighting against this entity was very good. They animated that very well. The choreography, the movements were on point. Speaking of fighting scenes, there are some other fight scenes that I appreciate too. Another fight scene was Black Star versus Mifune, and both of those fights were good. If you didn't see that, you should look at it. Maka and Kid Death and Black Star versus Mosquito. All three of them went against Mosquito, and they had to resonate together. It was just an overall good watching experience. You should check that out if you didn't see that yet. The resonation scene, I could say power-up scenes, are one of the other good things about the show, because it was unique for each meister and weapon, which means it was different for each meister and weapon. Their soul resonant would be different, and it would be interesting to see, as opposed to like a Super Saiyan that's like a race of Saiyans. You know, we all can tap into the Super Saiyan, but with these meisters and weapons, you know, depending on which weapon get with which meister, you don't know how that's gonna turn out looking, and that could get real interesting, right? So I just found that concept in a whole was just something interesting. But back to the image, I drew Maka because in the show she was my favorite character. I haven't read all the anime, I only have like one book. During the show, she was a standout character because of her spirit and compassion that she displayed was admirable. Another honorable mention would be Lady Medusa. Medusa was one of the witches in the show, and I feel like she played her role very good in the story. I actually really like Medusa as a character, even down to her design. I'm still learning with digital art, but I just wanted to draw a simple picture of her and her side. So let me know how you feel about it. Yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Still trying to get better with digital art and trying to just work with what I got. And I'm sorry for not posting, because I was really gonna try to do like a week to week thing, but I moved back into school, and it's been just trying to get back in the groove of managing class, work, and trying to create YouTube videos. So I'm still trying to figure out that, but I thought I'd come on here real quick and just talk about this picture that I drew on my iPad. So let me know if y'all like that, and I'll talk to y'all later.